Hi, I'm Rebecca, and I want to tell you a healing secret from the Andromeda galaxy. A few nights ago, I was drifting off to sleep, and these two blue beings appeared in my room. And they said, "Are you willing to go on a little journey? Are you ready?" And I said, "Yes." Now, you might think that's strange. However, I've been in contact with angels, high beings of light, star brothers and sisters for many years. So I'm on this journey, and it seemed like the blink of an eye, I was in this powdery blue planet. And these blue beings are a little bit darker blue, and they seem very willowy. The important thing is not what they looked like. The important thing is what they had to say. Actually, they don't move their mouth. It's as if our minds are one mind, and instantly I understand, and we have a back and forth. I'd call it communion. So they said to me, "Rebecca, you're already on to a big secret, and we're going to give you a little bit more information to make it easier for other people to use and understand." So they said, like many light workers, you're using a lot of light in your healing work. And of course, yes, this is true. And Rebecca, lately you've been using not just the speed of light, but you've been making that light heavier. And they used the word pressurized, because I've been guided, instead of just throwing a pink blanket of light over somebody that's in distress, to make it a heavy pink blanket of light, pink light, usually if somebody's really upset. Because you know how kids who suffer from autism sleep with that heavy pressurized blanket? It gives them comfort. And so I was guided to start using this whenever I know one client, Spirit said, "You better make that blanket heavy because he's in the mood to be mad and he'll just throw off a light one." So, having that guidance, they said, "We would like to tell you to begin to use pressurized light." And they showed me a little vision of commanding light. Now, I have been also guided before this to begin to activate my psychic intuition more greatly by using pressurized light. I didn't call it that, I didn't know, but to make the light permeate my psychic reception areas in a greater way. And they're like, "Yes, yes, yes, you're on to something." Now, imagine that the cells in your body, say the cells in your lungs, there's a master cell in there and your lungs are acting up. Well, there's some aberrant tissue or toxic tissue, or we could just say negative tissue in that master cell, which of course spreads to all the other cells. They said, imagine sending light in there, and it's like little hands, little fingers that can apply pressure and actually squeeze out the aberrant material. I like that word, aberrant. It sounds all fancy, right? It just means toxic. And we will be giving you more information. Make this simple, share it with people, and have light workers begin to know that they can not just use the velocity. You know, so many times you might say, "Spin the light faster." If you're a healer, light worker, you know probably what I'm talking about. If you're not, you might think, "Oh, is she crazy?" That's okay. Um, but begin to use in your healing work that vision of the little tiny fingers squeezing out things that don't belong. Now, I was excited about this. I didn't know I was going to have a chance to use it right away, but a tragedy occurred in my life. My little rescue pup, Tobias, he's a little fatso, maybe 25 pounds, short little legs. He's just a mixed breed. I rescued him. And we have some new neighbors moved in, and they had two really big dogs and vicious dogs. And the dogs actually broke down our fence and came into the yard, and they killed my Tobias. Now, we also have two little chihuahuas, which are, 6 pounds maybe and 10 pounds. And what I noticed is, of course, they were probably out there too, and they ran in through the doggy door. But of course, I communicated with Tobias later for my own heart healing, and he told me that it was so quick that he didn't feel anything, and that gave me great comfort. However, one of the little chihuahuas, a black and white one, she didn't seem very traumatized. But the other little one, her name is Lacey. Zoe is a black and white one. Lacey, she wouldn't go outside to pee pee. She wouldn't go outside in the backyard for nothing. So I was guided to take her to this special healing cave, which I'll talk about in another video, where a lot of ancient civilizations have deposited healing codes and frequencies. And there's actually a special pet healing room there. And to take both her, Lacey, and Zoe. Lacey was traumatized. Zoe seemed fine. When I tuned in to Zoe to say, Zoe, you don't seem to be affected at all. And she showed me that her mama, which was her human mother, the former owner, had passed away. And she said, she was with me. She came and held me and comforted me and kept me from harm. But little Lacey, I wasn't home, so she didn't have anyone. And so Zoe had no trauma. Lacey was just terrified. So I was guided to actually use this technique and flush out the trauma memories from Lacey. She had been abused when we got her. So I went all the way back to that incident and flushed with this pressurized light all the places in her being that held trauma. And I was guided to use different colors of light. When I got to this healing room, there were some Andromeda beings there to assist me, which was awesome. There was also a little fairy spirit, elementals, nature, pets. So what happened is that Lacey, I was guided also to take Lacey around the yard and make her walk, because before I'd have to carry her. She was so terrified. And she was so healed with this method. She has never gone in the house. It's been several days. She has never gone in the house. She runs outside all by herself. It's funny, you might be interested in this. When I was doing the healing, I saw that Lacey also had a spirit of jealousy. And this is true. She would lay by the food bowl and growl at if Tobias or Zoe came near, she would just, arr, and that she was afraid she would miss out. So I asked the spirit of jealousy, well, what do you need to be transformed? And what she needed was a spirit of reassurance that nobody would throw her away, which is what had happened to her. So change dog, She doesn't lay by the food bowl and growl at Zoe anymore. She goes outside to pee pee. Now, that was with a pet. Of course, I've started using this with my clients, and soon I'll be having a class to teach you how to use this pressurized light. In the meantime, you don't need me. Just ask your own guidance. How can I use pressurized light? How can I make it like little fingers that squeeze out trauma? And you'll receive your own guidance. Now, I do have a gift for you that will help you increase your psychic awareness, increase your healing abilities. And what is that? Something you've probably never heard of, which is the fourth eye. There's a fourth eye. We all know about the third eye, right? There is a fourth eye, and it's located, it's a hidden fourth eye. It's located in the hidden and forgotten chakra. Now, what is that? That is the Alta Major chakra, which is located on the back of your neck, right where the head joins the neck, named after the atlas vertebra, which lets you pivot, and it's actually very important. And it's completely free to activate this. I'll have a link here so that you can go, and you do have to put in your email, and it will increase your psychic abilities. It helps you see things coming from behind because it's located in this hidden chakra. There will be a whole explanation of that if you click the link below. Now, in the comment section, I invite you to put your comments, and especially if you use this, let me know the results you get. Not just me, everybody reads the comments. We love to read the comments. And I'm Rebecca Marina. Please take advantage of my free fourth eye activation. I will see you in another video real soon.